Here's another interesting fact I dropped on my my group last night. I don't know if you read this. We talked extensively about the Beatles. Did you read Paul McCartney talk about how he used to jerk off with John Lennon?
No, I did not hear about this.
So they talk about, Paul McCartney is talking about how when they were young, they would all sit in chairs, armchairs in the dark, and they would just jerk off. And
wait. You're talking about the Beatles, not Limp Bizkit.
Yes.
Because they have a name that references that, but I don't think they've ever said, like, oh, yeah, we did that.
So Limp Bizkit comes from this thing that apparently they would put like a cracker in the middle of a bunch of guys, and they would all jerk themselves off, and they would all come on the cracker, and the last person had to eat it. I'm sorry if you're listening to this and you're dry heaving, because it is disgusting, but that is apparently what a Limp Bizkit is.
That is the story that I've heard as well.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this is not that. This is them sitting in the dark so they can't see each other. They're just going at it.
Blind.
And they would... He was
just,
like, you know,
just
back then,
feeling each other's energy.
Yes, exactly. Amber,
feeling their primal energy.
Amber is the color of their energy, and they would just jerk off.
Who
and
needs lights when you have that kind of energy?
They would yell different women's names, like hot women. So Paul McCartney has mentioned a couple times that they'd yell out. He mentioned specifically Bridget Bardot, and they'd be like Bridget Bardot, and someone would be like, "Oh yeah." And they would all like be jerking off, and then one of them, usually John, would yell like Winston Churchill and kill the energy, and then they would stop.
Wow.
I saw someone post about it on Facebook, and I was like, oh, ha, 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 ha. Like, they mentioned kind of in a weird way, where I thought they were just like shitting on the Beatles because, you know, people that don't like the Beatles are jealous of the Beatles. So
how would you turn this story into a question?
I
would say, which band has admitted to jerking off in the same room together, Limp Bizkit or the Beatles?
Well, I don't know that Ringo or George were present.
Thank God.
They mentioned a couple of other Beatles. So if George is your favorite Beatle, I don't think Ringo is anybody's favorite Beatle, but if George is your favorite Beatle, you're okay. You can rest in peace.